Hear ye, hear ye. I am here to deliver another review. Terrible. Awful. Just, you've been here. If you've been viewing, you know these are terrible. The intros are bad. But guess what? That's normal. Hello everyone, I'm back. I've watched King Richard, the new Will Smith movie, which is about Richard Williams, the father of Venus and Serena Williams. And it's directed by Ronaldo Marcus Green, and it's just as I described it. This is the story of how Richard Williams taught Venus and Serena tennis and they became like superstars. Doesn't deal with the superstar part. This deals with like their intro into actually getting like coaches and getting proper training. And the plot is super simple. Richard Williams has this plan for all of his daughters. He's got like an 84-page plan, but for Venus and Serena, he has, before they're even born, he was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make them tennis stars after just like watching someone play tennis. And so around like 4 or 5, I think, he starts training them tennis, but we don't see them in the movie until like 10 and 8. And we see their rise into like getting coaches, getting trainers, getting the best they can get. We know that they're the best. They're probably, like, of all time, Venus and Serena, some of the greatest tennis players of all time. They were living in Compton. They were practicing at this not great tennis place. There's gang activity. This is early 90s, you know, before the LA riots. If you grew up in the 90s, you know how kind of crazy the early 90s was. I live here in Little Rock. Banging in the Rock was a thing. I didn't live here at the time, but, you know, so you can understand, like, Compton in the early 90s is kind of a dangerous place. But Richard, he wanted a different life for his kids, and he strived to do that. And, you know, we know he did it, and it worked. So a lot of the movie is about him struggling with getting his plan to come to fruition, but also trying to find the right coaches and trainers and people that want to invest in Venus and Serena. As a father, you don't want your child to grow up and just be another prop in the cog of the machine of the world. You want them to be a good person, good at what they do, and also have fun. That's a lot of what Richard talks about this movie. He's like, you guys gotta have fun. The acting here is really, really good. Will Smith crushes it as always, but the kids that play Venus and Serena are really good. You really feel the weight of like the stakes that Richard has in this movie. It's like he wants better for his family. And that's what I really like about this movie is you feel the stakes of the gravity of his situation. You understand, while you understand his motives, but also at the same time you're like, maybe I wouldn't want to be that type of dad. Because there are good elements of his fathership that he does. Like he's a great role model for his kids, and clearly because they made a movie about him, so clearly he did something right. They won all these tennis awards and championships, so he did something right at the end of the day. But also some of the stuff he did was not the best. The way he taught, he's very, this is my plan. I mean, it's called King Richard. He's like, this is my plan, and it goes this way. He does relent a little bit in the movie, but overall, hey, I mean, it worked for his kids, and they love him and respect him. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. As long as your kid loves and respects you, you've done your job. I would give it 7 out of 10 aces. It is really good. It turns into like the Venus movie at the end, which I really enjoyed, and I wish there was like more of that. But also this is a 2.5-hour movie, so they probably could have made a series out of this if they wanted to, but we all know how great Venus and Serena Williams are. This is more about King Richard. It's more about King Richard and how he got them to where they are. And that's what I like about this movie. Bye.
Un esercito di